Hello, welcome to my player ratings of yesterday's game against Valencia, so 4-2. What a great win, right? It's a great time, to be in a European Cup final. Obviously, I didn't see, that much media praise or attention, but, to be expected. But, you know, Emery is now in his first season in a European Cup final, and I think we need to praise Gazidis on this one. He hasn't done much for our club, but I think this one he got right. We were a Europa Cup team, Europa League Cup team, and what better manager to get that than the Europa League specialists, right? So I think we did well to get Emery in, and yesterday you saw how important that trophy is and how much knowledge he has about that trophy. So over two legs in the Europa League, I think he's one of the best out there. I also watched the last 30 minutes of the Chelsea and Eintracht Frankfurt game, where when the extra time at least Eintracht Frankfurt fully deserved their win. But not to be. They missed two penalties, which I wasn't expecting, especially after taking the lead. But yeah, okay. So that proves that we still have a long way to go in the Europa League, right? So to get to the Champions League spot, and I think Emery is right on this one, right? So it's not really about getting to the Champions League; it's about winning the trophy for its own prestige, because it is a European Cup, right? And please don't listen to the media where they say that Arsenal have not won a European trophy in their history. We have won two cups, right? So one of them I remember very clearly, 1994, the Cup Winners' Cup, right? European Cup Winners' Cup. Okay, that got rebranded and merged with the UEFA Cup, but so did the Champions League, right? So before you had the European Champions Cup, which Liverpool won 4 times. So why do we always say that Liverpool won it 5 times, right? So Arsenal also won the Fairs Cup, which was the equivalent of the UEFA Cup in its days. So we've won it twice, right? And hopefully we can win it a third European trophy, in Azerbaijan. So let me share with you my player ratings for yesterday. So Cech, I think he did okay. He still conceded 2 goals, and I think he should have done better, definitely for the first goal. I think he doesn't have the reflexes of Eleno. So as I said before the game, and I will maintain it in my preview against Burnley, I think he should play the Premier League game on Sunday, and then give Leno the Europa League final spot, right? So I just think with better attack yesterday, we probably could have even considered more, right? So and we were saved yesterday by the attack, not by the defense. So I'll give Cech, for me, a 5, right? And that's even because we went through. I don't want to be that harsh, but I think it was a 5 performance. So the central defense, so Koscielny being okay as well, right? So he was fine. I think he was professional, which is what we want, and so I'll probably give him a 6, right? So a standard performance from him. Socrates, that wasn't his better display. I think I think he got better in the last 15 minutes, but I don't think it was as great as we've seen him. There's always that little punch, when he does a tackle, which the fans seem to love. But I think if you analyze the performance yesterday, where we also considered 2 goals, I'll give him 5.5. Montreal, I think he was, he tried to be strong throughout, right? So I think he's seems to struggle a little bit recently physically, right? I think the age is catching up with him a little bit, but he does play well as part of this central defense. So I'll give him a 6. The wing backs, right? So Kolasinac, I think, did really well, right? So I think he played extremely well, in the second half in particular, right? So I thought he wasn't extremely efficient, but I think he brought the danger well, and I think he ran up and down, that channel, and he was part of, of the goals, if you want. He didn't assist it, but he initially started, the moves for at least one of the goals, right? So I thought it was a good performance. So I'll give him. It's not a standout performance. I'll give him a 6.5. Maitland-Niles, I think, has dropped a little bit recently. Sorry, that's my cat again. So has dropped a little bit recently. So I think certainly after that Napoli game, I've seen him maybe he's just not as focused again. I think he's probably a little bit arrogant now, right? So I think yesterday he did well, but I think the first half was a big struggle, and Valencia targeted that spot there. So the first half I think was very poor from him. He did better in the second half. So unfortunately I can't give him more than a 5. So 5 for Maitland-Niles. Torreira, I think he did really well. He was, fighting, attacking, defending. You see what we miss when he's not there or when he's not in form. So, and the Lacazette goal, he was the one who fought, and did the pass and created that goal, by winning the ball first of all, and then giving that great pass to him. So, I think overall, extremely good. He's played better, but I think he was very good yesterday, so I'll give him 7. Xhaka, I think nothing amazing, but he was winning a lot of balls. He did what he had to do and participated a lot in the build-up. Sorry. So I think overall I'll give Xhaka a 6.5. The forwards, right? So the forward players. So I'm a big fan of Mesut Ozil, and those who've seen my videos, my first videos anyway, I think he's the usual scapegoat when we lose or draw. But suddenly everybody is now saying that he played really well yesterday, because he's not. We don't need a scapegoat when we win, right? So I didn't really agree. I think he did fine, right? I think he didn't make many mistakes, but I didn't see him as much as I wanted to see, and that's why Emery, I think, substituted him so early as well. I think he was almost a passenger in the first half. The game went through him, but he didn't make any mistakes, right? Obviously, I think he's such a great technical player that he never makes mistakes, as in losing the ball or. But I think he's, in my opinion, played a lot better, even in the defeats that we had or draws against Brighton, for example. I think he played much better, but he was criticised a lot more then. So I'll give Ozil a 5 for this one. And wow, so strikers, right? So they were the ones who gave us that victory yesterday. So it was them, right? It wasn't the defense or even the midfielders, right? It was them. So Lacazette created that first goal for Aubameyang. I love, his fighting spirit. I love, his leadership style. He wins every ball. He fights so hard to win. All over the pitch, right? So, and he creates a lot. He shoots when needed. He's almost like a Jan Wright type of player, right? In the sense that he's deadly in front of goal, but also works hard for 90 minutes. Scored that wonderful 2-1 goal, right? A pure Lacazette goal, I would say. Where he would just try to dribble a few players, but just a nuisance, and then finishing extremely accurately. And that was the most important goal, by the way, getting to 2-1, because at that point, when you get to 2-1, that's where Valencia drop off completely, because they knew that they now had to score 3 goals. Not even 3 goals, they now had to score 4 goals, because it was a 2-1. In order to go through, they had to score 4 goals. So I'll give Lacazette a 9, right? Because I think he was that good. And then Aubameyang, hat-trick. I couldn't believe some people saying that Aubameyang is not good enough to play for us. He scored 29 goals this season, and not even being the main striker. The main striker has been Lacazette, not him. He's scored 29 goals. Hat-trick hero. But yesterday was not just about the hat-trick. I think it was not just about the goals. He was defending, tracking back. There was one instance in the first half when Valencia wanted to go forward and Aubameyang just stormed, towards one of their defenders to try to win the ball and block him. The third goal he did all by himself, right? He won the ball, pass it, receive the 1-2, and then scored this amazing goal. So I think, and the first goal as well, right? So which was crucial, because the first 15 minutes we were really under cosh, and he scored that goal out of nowhere. So don't like giving players 10 on 10, because I always think 10, is your Messi type of performance. Like at Nou Camp, the first Liverpool game. But I think it was a 10 for him yesterday for Aubameyang, right? Because as not even a striker, as one of the forwards, hat-trick. I'll give Aubameyang 10, because I think he was that much better than Lacazette yesterday, whom I gave a 9. Right, the substitutes, I don't really like to read the substitutes. I think, so I'll just talk about them. So Guendouzi, Mkhitaryan, I think he did well when he came on. Guendouzi as well. And obviously Mustafi as well, when he replaced Kolasinac and Morel moved to the left. So I think good displays and obviously great tactics by the manager. So great, we are to the final. I think it's still 50-50. I actually think, we need to defend much better against Chelsea, but at least we're to the final. Our season is not over yet, so great. Thanks, guys, and please subscribe. As you've seen, there's regular content now. So see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.